first met her, yeah, it was on that beach. The one in Hyde Park, yeah, that's 53rd Beach. And she done walked up to me and said, boy, what's good? And I said nothing, just gone back to my hood. So we hit the road, I'm in control now. I grab my guitar, next to my bed, I play a song now. The guitar is working, can tell that she wants me, but she done messed up, said I'm the one. Baby, love me in November, 'cause I need the summertime. Said love me in November, 'cause I need the summertime. Chicago summertime. Love. You make the sun slow down when I was in it. Yeah, the way she touched me, I know I was winning. Yeah, we hit the road, and I'm in control now. Grab my guitar next to my bed, I play a song now. The guitar is working, can tell that she wants me, but she done messed up, said I'm the one. Baby, love me in November, 'cause I need the summertime. So love me in November, 'cause I need the summertime. Chicago summertime. Say I need. Say I need. Don't you need. Say I need, yes I need. Chicago summertime. Say I need. Chicago summertime. Said I need. Chicago, 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 Chicago summertime. I was walking on a fine line, tiptoe dancing, girl, just know I'm vibing with you. On your touch, on your feel, on your trust, when you love on me, girl, just know I'm vibing with you. I ain't gonna say when you came my way, and I don't wanna waste your time. I saw your future when you walked my way. It said that you'd be mine. You'll be my baby, yeah. Said that you'd be mine.
Hey y'all, welcome to Rivals on Bikes. We're so excited to have y'all here. We're looking forward to playing with y'all. Welcome back to this wonderful, beautiful Sunday. I'm Masood. I'll be your DM for today. Let's go around and introduce ourselves. Let's have Shareef, why don't you start?
Hey, I'm Shareef, he, him. I'll be playing Clyde Rutherford, the overprotective parent / Shaggy. Shaggy as in Ghostbusters, not the reggae star, by the way.
Good. Thank you
I
for
mean, not in
clarifying.
Ghostbusters, as in Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, right. Mystery
Yeah.
Inc. Awesome. Let's just go round the horn then. And Tanya, do you want to go next?
Sure. I'm Tanya. I'm playing Colleen Fouché, one of the few adults in our campaign who has many secrets, and she may tell you, she may not.
And then up next, let's go to LaTia.
It's me. I'm LaTia. I will be playing Micah Kensington, the teen rich girl conspiracy theorist. I remember what I am. And I'm here to get to the bottom of all of Corrington's secrets, whether they like it or not.
Heck yeah. And then finally, we got Brandon.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brandon. I'm playing London Lancaster, the high school jock who has a few secrets that he's been trying to keep that hopefully people don't find out about.
Awesome. And like I said, hey, I'm Masood. I'll be your DM for this game, or GM rather. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting right back into it. But before we do, I got a question for y'all. You know, it's Sunday, and I like to do a little bit of warm up. So I would like you all to ponder this question. It's a hypothetical. If you were a dictator of a small country, what crazy dictator thing would you do? Like, what would you institute a national holiday about yourself? Would you make it so you could park wherever you want? Would you make it that you would never have to pay for any meal or any item that your country produces? Like, what rule would you set aside for you? And you guys, whenever you have one, feel free to chime in.
We're all like, we can't imagine being dictators, though.
Yeah.
I would pass a law that I can clip my nails in public. So I can just, like, everywhere I'm at, I can just clip my toenails, clip my nails.
I like that.
And nobody can say anything.
It's just like
they'll be jailed.
But can other people clip their nails, or is that
no?
No.
Oh,
Okay, so
What?
I like that.
No way.
So it's everyone. So if you clip your nails in public, you're jailed. If you says anything about you clipping your nails in jail, they're jailed. But you get to clip your nails.
That's correct.
I like that. That is so minusculely petty that I like it.
Wow.
It's gonna start an uprising. I know, like, that's gonna piss somebody off. It's like, why does he get to do it? And like, that is the best reason for someone to uproot a dictator that I've ever heard. Awesome. Anybody else?
I would have a law where student loans were not a thing.
Heck yeah.
Ooh,
Hate
very
them.
good.
You're just a kind and benevolent, like, dictator. That's
Yeah.
helping out the very well. Also, probably good for your economy. It's like then they can contribute in a way that boosts a lot of fields and not just like credit. I don't know. I don't know if you're listening, Joe Biden. Take note. Yeah.
I would make guac free at Chipotle.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know. It's the first thing I could think of. Like,
Heck yeah.
what would make me personally happy, and then what would make people like me, and free guac forever.
That's their moneymaker.
There it is.
Drive them out of business.
And it's a small country. It's not the U.S. So it could be something like the demand for guac could be relative. You guys could manage those prices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tanya, anything jump to mind?
See, I know what I want to say, but it would be really, really wrong. I would have a total emperor has no clothes thing where, like, you could not criticize me because I'm the emperor. I'm always right.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be a dictator, I'm leaning all the way in.
Heck yeah. If I was a dictator, I think for the sport of it, we would compete a one-on-one competition with someone from the, I get to do anything I want as dictator, but once a year, one citizen can challenge me for the dictatorship position, either in a fight to the death or a speech off. And whichever one that they choose will determine. And the entire country gets to watch. I feel like that's equitable, and every dictator from then on has to follow that.
Now, can they mix it? Like, can one person fight while the other person is just giving a speech, and the other person has to just withstand a beating
So
while they're speaking?
I thought about making it like chess boxing, right? Something of a combined nature. But I think as dictator, to make it fair, you can't choose what the challenge is. Whatever that person comes up sets the role. Basically, this is just a story I want to write by living it, and and that's what I'm walking away with. Awesome. Well, let's get into our story a little bit. If you guys missed last session, don't worry. We're going to do a little bit of a recap about the world that we built in this game of Rivals on Bikes. We're going to be doing... Oh, before I forget, I just want to say right at the top... welcome.
Did you write it?
Yes, I did. Welcome. This is Rivals on Bikes. We're sponsored by Blue Microphones. All of our audio equipment that we're using today was provided to us by Blue. So if you're wondering, wow, how do I make my voice sound so crystal clear? It sounds as if I'm Metaton, the voice of God. Well, you don't have to be an angel, but you do have to grab yourself some holy equipment from our friends at Blue Microphone.
Ooh.
You know, we gotta give thanks. They were so kind as to sponsor this series, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I thought I'd give a little bit back. And so last session we created the town of Corrington, and I would love to sort of go around and have folks share a little bit about that town. Brandon, do you want to start?
Yeah. So I know our little town has a little bit of mystery about it. Something that is pretty known about it is it's the peach farm, right? That I said last time. The peach farm.
It's a peach farm in upstate New York. It's incredibly known. People come in from all over to get peaches, and it's like one of the oldest peach farms in the United States of America.
Archie's peach farm. I'm trying to like remember everything. So Archie's peach farm. Which there's mystery behind him as well.
Absolutely. Very good. Yeah.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Oh yeah. Who is Archie? What is Archie? How is Archie?
Why is Archie?
Where's Archie?
Yeah, so we know that the main employer was EDM Computers, and on a bit of a stagnant, economy, and
absolutely. I mean, that brings us to a good point. It's the year's 1989, so there was a bit of like technological boom in Corrington, and EDM Computer Industries came in. A lot of folks are employed there, but they're not really hiring anymore. So in terms of like the company growing and sort of expanding, not really happening, but it's staying level. Like, people are pretty happy here.
Kind of backpacking off of the fact that we are known for EDM Computer Industries, there is a well-known gang in Corrington of former EDM employees that are basically trying to rage against the system. They are called the Rivals, and they are wonderful.
And that's all I have to say about that. That's everything we know about the Rivals as of right now. Heck yeah. And then some other things I think we mentioned. We are in upstate New York, basically a distant suburb of Buffalo. The town is famous for its fall festival. It's got hay rides. There's a haunted house. And the festival has been going on since like the birth of the town. Nobody knows what came first, the festival or the town itself. Is there anything else anybody wants to add?
Yeah, our mayor, Noah Bromington, scandalous mayor, had an affair with, I think you added this, I don't remember saying this, AP chemistry teacher.
I gave her a little background, yeah.
Rachel Fitwicky, building those bonds, making those covalent bonds with Noah Bromington. Actually, they might be ionic bonds. I don't know. And now she is the mayor's wife, but it is alleged that she spread some rumors about the affair, and it could be a blackmail thing. And Noah's daughter from his first marriage leaked the affair. This is some Maury stuff.
for
Very
it.
good. Yeah, that is what the big scandal of Quarrington is right now. And I'm trying to think of what other things we haven't mentioned. Oh, and there's the folks know there's a big lake, a small lake, like half an hour away. Nobody knows who owns it, but yeah, that was some of the stuff that we established as truths in this world. Does anyone? We can go around and let's introduce our characters real fast, just who you are. We did a little brief intro earlier, but like just for folks to remind them.
I'll go first.
Heck yeah.
So I am Micah Kensington, she, her pronouns. I am 17 years old. I attend Our Lady of Perpetual Peaches with my classmate London. And I basically believe every single rumor that Corrington has.
Mm-hmm.
And I am determined to prove them as true. Because they are.
Mm-hmm.
And I will prove it.
What do you look like?
I am I have brown skin. I have very curly hair that is French braided in the front, got some Bantu knots where the French braids end, and then it's just this massive riot of curls in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I dress fashionable, but it's right off the rack because I am young and my parents aren't around to teach me about tailoring. I carry a leather backpack, and my shoes are sensible.
Nice.
Because I walk around a lot.
Sure. Up next is... Oh, sorry.
Nope, that's it. Go on.
Is that everything? Perfect. Tanya, up next.
I am Colleen Fouché. I'm 20s. Parents died mysteriously. And Mike is about like 5'5" medium brown skin, and she's got braids. When she doesn't have her braids in, she's got kind of that not quite Angela Davis fro going on. And she really doesn't need to work, but she does, mostly out of boredom.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got some interesting connections that we may or may not learn about over the next couple sessions.
We'll see. And then let's have Shareef.
Sure. So I'm Clyde Rutherford. Kind of disappeared from Corrington for a while from the school and came back with a whole baby. April. No one, he was not one that people really saw around people or in relationship. So it seems a little strange that he came back. Not really well known by a lot of folks either. But he does do some side work at the Archie's Peach Farm, which is where he knows of a lot of the folks in Corrington, since that's kind of like the spot. Kind of like a little tall, like I would say, I forgot the exact height I gave last time,
Sure.
but I believe it was like 6'1", 6'2", kind of that like height. Very lanky. Just a mess of hair that kind of like goes like almost below his eyes. Just a mess of long hair around his eyes. And I went from the overprotective parent trope, even though he's a young parent. He's about 20, but he thinks he knows everything now because
Sure.
he's a parent, and he's 20. He's ancient, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you get to 20, like, you know everything. So,
Absolutely.
So
I remember at 20, I knew everything.
Yeah, you knew it all. Yeah.
Awesome. Brandon, you want to tell us a little bit more about London?
Yeah, so London, he is a high school jock. He plays on, I think I said lacrosse team. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he is in the closet. He's bisexual, but only one person knows so far. And he is the cousin of Colleen.
Mm-hmm.
But they're very distant because of the fact that Colleen has money and he doesn't. So that's kind of the root of their kind of split.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to find a way out.
Nice. Trying to get out of this podunk little town to someplace that actually matters.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Well, I think that's a great place to start. So, as we take our way into Corrington, you all are at your various homes, listening to WZYT. After you hear a song and you hear the DJ comes on, it's DJ Sparky, and he goes, "Hey guys, it's WZYT The Zit, where we're playing the best music in the upstate area. It's Friday, October 29th, which you know what that means. It's officially Halloween weekend, and most importantly, it's time for Corrington's annual Fall Festival. Be sure to check out the spooky hay rides, the creepy peach tree maze, the hauntingly delicious food, and to cap it all off with the one, the only, incredibly scary Cornhall Haunted Tour. Whatever you decide to do, be sure to make your way over to Corrington Fall Festival as it kicks off tonight. Now, to keep that Halloween spirit going strong, here's Monster Mash and WZYT The Zit, playing music that pops."
It's so good.
And that's all I can play without paying for that song. So we're going to get right back into it.
That is fair use.
That is fair use. And so we show up back it's the Fall Festival. It's the evening of. You all are there. And let's describe, first off, what time you get there. And who are you there with?
Yeah, I think Clyde would get there early.
Yeah.
Clyde is said he's kind of always looking to get some extra money, so he is looking to sell some things to people that get there early.
Awesome.
So he's there by himself, but he's kind of fashioned a little stand in front of the entrance.
I think we established you actually work at the peach farm, right?
Yes.
So what if you never went home after your shift ended? You just like stayed, you got yourself set up there, built your stand. I imagine you hired a babysitter for your daughter April.
Yes. Oh yeah.
What's the babysitter's name?
The babysitter's name is Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yeah,
Rebecca. And I will, a little peek behind the curtain here for those watching, will randomly generate, her last name is Latin. Rebecca's Latin.
Like it is Latin, or it's
Zlatan. Zlatan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So she's Polish.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that like you were gonna give some Latin.
No. That is the last. She gets it all the time. Honestly, like since she was a kid, it's like, oh, so you Latin? It's like, no, I'm Polish. My family's from Warsaw.
Man, like the telemarketers.
Yeah. Perfect. And so you are there. You're setting up your stand. What are you selling?
Definitely selling like kind of boxes of peaches, but like not heavy boxes, because like I don't want people to carry like heavy boxes in the like festival, but I'm like kind of like these like small boxes. And so like the reason I wanted to fashion it in front is because these aren't necessarily things that I should be selling.
Yeah.
Not quite authorized to sell these. But if I'm already in there, I'll say that I am selling what I was authorized, but on the side, I'm trying to like, every time somebody comes up, I'm like, well, I mean, if you want like an extra peach in there, you just throw me a little,
Heck yeah. You know what? I'm going to make you do a stat check. And this is the first one that we're doing in this session, so I'll explain a little bit about it. While you're playing, at any time, you might do something that runs the risk of failure, and the GM will set a numerical difficulty for that action. You then roll the appropriate stat die and check the value against the difficulty. If you roll the maximum value of the die and it isn't enough to succeed, so like let's say you have a D6 for something and I set the check at 7, and you roll the D6 thinking you'd use your adversity tokens, but you get a 6, the die will explode, meaning that you can re-roll the die and add the maximum value you rolled the first time to the new roll. And when a die explodes, what's it called? Something supernatural happens. Something extraordinary occurs. And we'll craft that together, what that looks like for the narrative as to how you solve that problem. And then choosing the stat for the check, it depends on what feels right for you. I'm going to say for this, and so like difficulties will vary accordingly. Like if I said the difficulty for a task, it is, what's it called? Incredibly impossible to succeed. Like you'd have to be incredibly lucky. If I set it at a 2, anybody could do it. Doesn't really matter. So for this one, I'm going to say it's a 7. So a task score success is certain for characters who are skilled at it, but not for those who aren't. I'm going to say this is going to be like a grit check, a little bit like street smarts, or well, you decide what you do to sort of sell legal goods, like not like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm not a drug dealer.
No. But these are off the market peaches that you're growing. These aren't the official.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Damn right. These don't have the stamp of Archie on them. I want to avoid grit since I have a D4.
Okay.
Grit. I'll say charm. Like I say that I'm trying to throw on that world-renowned Rutherford charm.
Yes.
And, charm people into it.
Okay. The check is set at 7.
All right. So.
Ooh, you get a 2. Nice. So you fail. And when that happens, give yourself an adversity token. So just click one of those boxes. Adversity tokens are really important because later on, if you fail a check or something, you can use them to like add 1 to your roll, and you can also use them for some of your special traits and strengths. So give yourself an adversity token because that's how you get experience. And I'm gonna. So you get a 2, you fail. I'm gonna say as you're getting up there, you're getting your stall set up. You're putting things together. All of a sudden, you feel a presence behind you before anyone speaks, and you hear the voice of your only supervisor, Old Man Archie.
Oh, that's quite a nice stall there, boy. That looks pretty good. What you got set up?
Yeah, Archie, I just thought that we could just like make some extra money. Like help the farm out. Because I love the farm.
Oh, I like the initiative. Well, let me just take a look at your stock.
And he goes up.
Oh no! I don't want you to have to bother yourself with that.
Oh, please. Well, frankly, Clyde, you're new to the area, and I need to ensure that my name is protected. And it's a good thing I did because I can recognize a peach that doesn't come from my farm. I can tell. Now, Clyde, why would you try to sell an inferior product? You could just buy some peaches from me and then sell them at a higher price. We could have worked something out, bud.
Well, I just didn't want to waste your time. Like you're busy in the books, I just want to try to be like you, Archie. Like I want to try to have that entrepreneurial spirit.
Okay, give me another charm check. This time I'm gonna set it at 5.
Okay.
Got a 1. He looks at you and he goes, I appreciate once again the initiative. Now that's why I gave you this job. You're a go-getter, but son, and I value that. But I'm sorry to say you're gonna have to put this stuff back in your car. I can't have you sell it. And then he supervises you as before this festival, as you guys are setting it up, you taking your stand apart and putting everything that you had there back into your car. Awesome. Let's go to Brandon. What are you doing before the festival begins?
London is like at his house getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I see him like wearing like a dress shirt with a bow tie. So he's like getting ready.
Yeah.
He is on the phone, not a cell phone, just a regular landline phone.
What's that?
Isn't that around?
No, that's around. I'm being obnoxious.
Yeah. And he's on the phone with one of his friends from the school, trying to gather when they will all meet up, and I think they're gonna try to go around 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Nice. Who's going with you?
His friend named Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Does
Also
Jeffrey
plays,
have a last name?
Uh,
do you want me to generate one? I'll get one.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's do it. Oh my goodness. Branislava.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Jeffrey Branislava.
Names are awesome.
Is Corrington a popular place for Eastern European immigrants?
You know, honestly, in around in 1873, there was a huge influx because of a famine that ravaged the peach industry in the Eastern Europe, and so a lot of folks moved over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like the equivalent of like the Irish potato famine. It's like
I'm sorry. What? I'm quoting actual history for Corrington.
Oh, true. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
So you're gonna meet Jeffrey at the festival. As you're getting ready, let's say it's about 6:15. You're gonna leave in probably 15, 20 minutes. You hear a knock on your door, and the door opens and it's your mom, and she goes, "Oh, now don't you look so charming? Come here. Let me fix that for you," and adjust your bow tie. It says, "Oh, I can't believe how big you've gotten. Look at you. I remember when I could just wash you in the sink. You know, I still have that photo up. Do you want to go look at that photo one last time?" Okay, someone becomes a teenager and doesn't like talking to their mom. That's cool. That's look, London, I love you. I hope you have a fun time. Curfew is set at midnight. You know this. So I'll be up. I'll be waiting for you. But just go have fun. Enjoy the time while you're out there. Are you bringing a date? Huh? Any cute girl that you're gonna take?
Oh, I don't want to talk anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, there's some pumpkin pie left in the fridge if you want some when you get back.
Thanks.
Have fun.
I'm gonna go. All right, I'll see you later. He just walks out the door.
Rude. Annie doesn't clean his room. My goodness, would you look? Awesome. And so London just walks out the door. What do you do? Your dad is downstairs in front of the TV. It's not on. He's reading a newspaper, but he's sitting in his chair. Do you sneak past him? Do you try to avoid his attention? Do you just walk out?
No, I think he actually goes to talk to his dad. He has a weird thing with his mom.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Cool.
I'll go downstairs and talk to his dad and tell him that he's about to leave.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
oh, sport. You're on your way out to the fall festival?
Yeah. I'm gonna meet some friends there, so I should be back in a few hours, I think.
Okay. Well, hey, when curfew is, and I don't need to tell you because you don't break it. But have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Your mom and I, we actually met at the fall festival. God.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Hey. It was the hip hopping place in town, all right? I'm telling you. The sock hop that we had there in 67, whoa, amazing. They were playing the real sweet, none of this music listed, Frank Sinatra, man, real music. You're gonna get me riled up. It's fine. Have fun. I'll see you later.
All right, yeah, I'll be back. But don't tell mom when I'm coming back or when I come back.
No, London, I'm not gonna. That's my wife. I don't keep secrets from her. What is this? Come on, that's your mom. I know things have been weird, and it's not my place. Just think about talking to her about it. That's all,
I might consider it. We'll see.
As your dad, I'm telling you should probably think about it.
I'll think about it.
Thank you.
For you.
I appreciate it. And for us, for the Lancasters. Come on, we're a family, aren't we?
Most of the time, yeah.
All right. You go out of here before I ground. No, I'm kidding. You have fun.
All right, I'll see you later.
Say bye, son. And you dip on your way out. And so you, how do you get to the fall festival? Do you walk? Do you ride your bike? Do you have a car? You're 17 now, right?
Yeah, I'm 17.
Yeah.
I'll say he rides his bike.
Awesome.
Yeah, there.
Okay, is it a Huffy? We gotta establish what type of bike is this.
Oh Lord, I had a Huffy when I was younger, so let's say yes.
Yeah, awesome. You got a little. No, you're too old to put a playing card in the back spokes. It's a regular bike, just with the gears. Heck yeah. Awesome. Let's move on to Colleen. What is Colleen up to before the festival starts?
She's puttering in her workshop. So even though it's like 89, because she's a bored rich kid, she's got all the latest technology. Because I'm trying to think, laptops weren't a thing back then, were they?
Oh no,
You definitely got like an Apple II. Like you definitely got
right.
Like, yeah.
it wasn't a laptop though.
No.
Right. I was just trying to think if laptops were around because it feels like a million years ago. But yeah, she's doing some programming. She's plotting some things. She's checking to make sure that London gets his mystery monthly money. That she's very determined that he never figures out is from her. And she's also kind of checking in to see what EDM is up to lately because she doesn't trust the company at all. So she's checking she's kind of like, she's almost more like Mika where she's got like the board and the string and she's trying to figure out like there has to be a connection somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's what she's doing before she kind of realizes, oh, I should make an appearance at this festival because if I don't, people will talk. Not that she really wants to go.
And actually, you get a phone call on your landline, and it's ringing. You pick it up, and it is, the voice. It speaks to you. It says, "Colleen, it's so good to see you." It's 1 second. I have this. Find the name.
Like,
I have it.
It's gonna be another Eastern
It's
European
no.
name.
It's missing. It's Mrs. Fitwicky Bromington, Rachel. I just wanted to make sure that you're going to be able to stop by at the festival tonight. Your family has always been so involved in the festival, and truly, it would not be the same without the Fouchers there.
yes, I'll be there. And it's Fouché.
Oh, Fouché, yes, right. Of course, you're Fouché. I'm so sorry. I'm learning. It's been just night and day learning all the important names and the folks in town, and I really appreciate to have someone there that I don't know I could talk to. Everyone else is always so stodgy and so stuck up, but hopefully we can get a moment to chat.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Lovely. Okay, well I'll see you there. Enjoy yourself. By the way, do you want me to set aside a plate of peach pie for you?
No, because I'm not sure exactly when I'll be there. I'm sure I'll find you at the festival.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be waiting. Bye.
All right.
And
Bye.
she hangs up.
and she's like, imagine if Bruce Wayne had that kind of, I should do this again.
Yeah.
I have to go talk to these people I don't like.
You have to be Bruce instead of Batman when all you just want to be is Batman all day.
Yeah.
And so with that knowledge, you get ready, and you have a car, right? Like you're in your 20s. What do you drive?
Yeah. Oh, Colleen is kind of a gearhead, so she's actually got a immaculate 57 Chevy.
Whoa!
Nice.
Like tuning it up herself, like.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. And it sounds like Colleen is kind of like is detail oriented about the things that she's into. So like, what makes this Chevy, this 57, like yours? Is it a pair of fuzzy dice? Is it like this particular like leather seats? Like what is it that like?
So it's a smoke gray exterior, like dark caramel leather interior, wood grain dashboard, of course.
Absolutely.
Best. would you say, I'm like, what's the right word for, since I don't own a car in real life, I'm like, what's the word for like this, like your audio system in a car?
Oh yeah. Well, it's an audio system, isn't it?
Yeah, just the audio.
Okay.
It's an
Look,
8-track. Is 8-track the most popular thing right now?
oh God,
Yeah.
or
In
cassettes.
like no 89 is cassettes.
Oh, you're on a
Yeah.
cassette. So you've actually
Yeah.
like retrofitted a cassette player, like custom technology into a 57 vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she's got the speakers, she's got like all her favorites on cassette.
Yeah.
But you know, she's classy. She doesn't like go booming down the street until she's like away from the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Because she knows her stodgy neighbors will complain and she doesn't want to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the minute she's out of her neighborhood, she's got the windows down. She's like doing the lean back. She's good.
She's playing, cranking it. You whip around the bend, making your way
Yeah.
to the peach farm. Awesome.
Yep.
And then up next, LaTia, tell us a little bit about Micah. What is she doing before the festival starts?
So before she leaves for the festival, she'd probably try to get there about 6:30 so that she can kind of scope all the people coming in and take notes. She like her parents know about the fall festival, so they left her money so that she could get herself a costume, which she has done. She's going as Sherlock Holmes because why wouldn't she? Like completely with the name of the hat escapes me, but it's the old school Sherlock Holmes hat and the coat and everything.
Heck yeah. And I just want to add a little bit of flavor here. London is not in costume. Colleen is not in costume. Are they out of the norm, or are you out of the norm? Do people show up like, it didn't sound like Clyde was in costume either. So like,
Oh no.
No, I am out of the norm.
okay, all right.
I think for fall festival, people don't usually come in costume until Halloween night.
Yeah.
But I am completely out of the norm.
You're totally set. You've got your costume set, and you look great. Like, no one can tell you that right now because your parents aren't home. They're off in their third vacation home out in Guam, having a lovely time. So, do you go to the festival by yourself? Do you have a friend with you?
No, I go by myself, and as is tradition, whenever Micah goes to any kind of social function, as she's leaving, she will say to the house, "Okay, Mom, okay, Dad, I'm leaving. I'll be back whenever. Don't worry, you're not here. It's fine." And she leaves.
Nice. And so you make your way out. How do you get there? Do you ride a bike? You're 17 now too, so do you have a car or?
I think yes, she does have a car. She has a Ford Taurus.
Nice.
That I mean, it is her parents, but they're not here.
Sure.
So I mean, so then technically, it's not even really her car.
Yeah.
But she knows how to drive it, so she just takes the car.
Nice. And you probably drive it all the time since you take care of groceries and do everything else, so you get it all set up. And you drive and make your way to the festival. And so we arrive at the festival. A lot of you are there. You all actually arrive right when it starts. You, for whatever reason, got there right on time. And as you get in, you are there for when Mayor Bramington does the formal introduction to the festival. The crowd is excited. They all clap. And then he steps up and says, well, thank you all for coming out. You all know me. It's Mayor Bramington. Call me Noah. But Corrington just wants to give thanks to everyone who's here. EDM generously providing the power and generators for this festival. The Peach family for letting us use their land every year. And of course, all our local businesses for contributing their time. Thank you all so much. And we couldn't have done it without you. And now the First Lady of Bromington would like to say a few words. And Rachel Fitwicky Bromington steps up. And as a reminder, because it is tradition, it is the 7th year of the festival in their 7-year cycle. So we will be planting 7 new peach trees. If you want to name one of the trees, be sure to enter the raffle. All proceeds will be going to Corrington Cares, our local food bank, and for the Perpetual Ladies of Perpetual. I will get this. I will remember this. Our Lady of Perpetual Peaches softball team for their new jerseys. And
I would
then,
just like to say something really quickly.
Mhm.
During the speech, when Mayor Bromington introduces the first lady, Micah will absolutely say under her breath, secondly.
Give me a charm check, and I'm gonna set the difficulty at 4, because like a task where success is likely for it's loud. People might not hear you, but let's see if anyone hears you.
No modifier.
You get a 14.
No.
Yeah.
How though?
What is your
Understand this.
you get because your D6 exploded twice.
Ooh.
And
Oh.
Boom.
Well done.
Oh.
Okay, so
Okay.
what happens? You say this so subtly that the winds hide your words. I'll say this. You say this, second wife, and you say it under your breath, and nobody hears it. It's utterly silent, but you feel a chill up the back of your neck as you feel as if Rachel looks at you and only sees you.
Oh.
It's for a half second. It's so fast. But then she's back. Because you said it as she was walking up. So makes like, and then immediately jumps into her speech. Yeah. So up. You guys go there. You see Rachel finishes her speech and says, and now Laura, our lovely daughter, would like to say something. And Laura is her stepdaughter from the first marriage. She goes up and says, yeah, just thanks y'all for coming. We really want to name these trees. All the proceeds are for a great cause. And, just have fun. Welcome to the Fall Festival. And it kicks off. It's a hoot. So you all, of course, are going to go get tickets for the haunted house. It's the one thing that has to happen when y'all are here. You love it so much. You've always done it, even if you want to admit it to anybody. But the way that the festival works is this year it's so crowded that they're doing a ticketing system. And so you get a ticket, you all get tickets. And for whatever reason, all of your times are 11 p.m. It is the last haunted house time slot that is available. It's super weird because for whatever reason, Jeffrey, who's with you, London, gets a time slot for 10:20, just right before yours. Okay, I'll just go and then I'll wait for you and then we can hang out. What do you want to do in the meantime? And he turns to you and asks how you spend your time. So what does London and Jeffrey do in the roughly 4 hours y'all have before, or 3 hours you have, and then the 1 hour you have by yourself?
Say it one more time.
Yeah. So it's Jeffrey's got a ticket for 10:20, and you have a ticket for 11:11. It's currently 7 p.m. What do you do at the festival for the few hours that you all have together? There are, what's it called? There's hay rides you all can do. There's a spooky, what's it called? You can play some festival games. Yeah, it's, just a local festival.
Is there anything we can win prizes?
Yes, there are plenty of things that you can win prizes at. As you make your way down, you see one of those classic strongman competitions of like who can ring the bell with the 2-hammer. You also see a couple skee ball setups where if you get enough tickets, you can turn them in for some of the prizes there. And there's even a little like shooting gallery design. And Jeffrey turns to you and says, "Hey, we could always do the bucket machine, play a little hoops, or." I don't know. I'm feeling like doing a little bit of the strongman if you are.
Well, yeah, let's see who's stronger. I think I've been working out pretty much like every day, so let's see who's the strongest man of the two of us.
Yeah, I've been seeing you. You've been doing like 20 reps of low weight. I've been doing the actual intense 12 reps high. You know what coach says, all right? That's how you build muscle mass, all right? We'll see if it pays off, huh?
All right.
And you guys step up to the strongman test, and I'm going to say to ring the bell on this. We're gonna give it a check of 12. And so I'm gonna roll for what's it called? I'm gonna roll for Jeffrey.
Mhm.
He got
Which dice am I rolling again?
you'd roll. What do you want to roll for it? Do you want to use like just straight brawn on it? Just
Oh,
use,
yeah.
yeah. Then
Yeah.
go for it. Roll a brawn check.
Okay. Is it a D6?
Whatever you set for.
Oh,
that,
okay, let me-
Yeah.
We gotta check that really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
20.
Okay, you got a 2. So what does it look like? Jeffrey steps up. He rolled a natural 20. And so he grabs. He's actually going to go after you.
Okay.
And so you step up. You grab the hammer. And what? You're a strong dude. You're like a power forward or whatever front position is a thing in lacrosse. And you play aggressively up to the front. Like you work out. What happens that causes you to just like slip up?
Because it's like a hammer that you hit with the thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's like that two
yeah.
hand. You like kind of like, yeah.
So I guess like he gets ready and like he has like a quick sharp pain in his wrist right before he hits it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he kind of like does it like like that. And then after like it's not that great of a score, he's like, "Oh, the bell must be broken."
Oh, the bell must be broken,
must
dude.
be broken.
Yeah. The bell, not the fact that
yeah.
you only went up like an inch on that.
No,
Come on.
No,
Watch.
the bell. Like, yeah, they gotta fix this thing.
Oh,
hey,
what-
can I
what-
get my money back for this? This is not working.
Let's see if the bell's broken. Let me see if the bell's broken. And he like
All
takes
right,
the
good.
hammer out of your
I'm
hand.
telling you. Doesn't
Okay,
work.
all right. And he winds up, brings it back, cranks it. It literally shoots up, hits the bell. Bell knocks off onto the ground and says, "Bud, I think you're right. I think the bell is broken."
Yeah, see, look, you fixed it and you knocked the whole thing off. Now it's broken again.
yeah. All right. Can I get any like? What do you want?
I want that purple teddy bear right
Awesome.
there.
Okay, I want that purple teddy bear. Thank you. He gets that purple teddy bear, and you can have this after you get me some funnel cake for losing. And you guys walk off to get some snacks. And so what does Clyde get up to before?
So now that Clyde doesn't have a stand,
Yeah.
he's still looking to hustle, man. He has a couple peaches in his pocket.
It's just a peach.
He's walking around. He's going up to folks.
Uh-huh.
He's like, "Hey, I'm Clyde. I was just wondering if you wanted some extra peaches, you know."
Okay.
I mean, yeah. So I would like to go up to a random or maybe one of the people here or someone there, because I'm not really picky. I'm just trying to like get these peaches that I'm trying to off these peaches, trying to sell these peaches.
You see a couple people look at you, and I'm gonna give you another charm check. And on this one, I'm gonna tell you you're on a peach farm, trying to hustle people to selling peaches out of your pocket who are there for the fall festival. This is not
true.
an easy task. You would
Clyde
have
believes in
setting up
himself.
earlier. I'm gonna say this one is a 10. It had like if you it is impressive, but if you can do it, you can do it.
Well, I only have a D8 in charm, so is that even
It
possible?
could explode. It could
Could
or
explode, that's
and
true.
you could also use your adversity tokens. You have 2 of them now.
Oh, how do I use those?
Oh, you would just add them. We'd like after your roll, you'd add a couple. It'd be like,
Are they each like one?
each one is worth +1.
Okay, all right. So let's see.
You got 7. Do you want to add
That's still
anything to that?
Well, I have 2 adversity tokens. That would give me a 9.
You
so
give you a
still not
9.
good
So
enough.
still wouldn't. But you'd fail not as hard. So that.
All right, I'll add both of
Or
them.
if you
and do
want,
I
you could
uncheck.
You could. I mean, we got a long session. You could hold on to them. You save them for something later.
I'll add them both. I really want to try to do this. So,
Yeah.
do you like I just uncheck them if I add them?
Yeah. And so you are hustling. You're trying to sell these peaches. You go up and look. I appreciate it. And those look like some mighty fine peaches, but thanks, but no thanks. And this guy walks away from you. And behind you, you hear some clapping, and he goes. And you turn around. This is a major theme for you. People noticing you do stuff with your back turned. You see Mayor Bromington, and he says, "Clyde, I gotta tell you, I like the hustle. Look, always be selling, but come on, bud. It's the festival. Just relax, have a good time. Where's April?"
Well, I am having a good time. This is a good time to me.
Okay.
I'm trying to make a better life. Mayor Bromington.
I respect that.
Actually, can I call you Noah?
You know you can, dude. Come on.
Noah.
Yeah.
Okay. Noah, would you like some peaches?
No, I'm all peached up. Thank you. But how about this? Hands you his business card. On Monday, call me, because a man with your hustle, a man with your initiative and your determination, I don't know, I think you can do a lot for the city. Sorry, soon to be city once we get incorporated. But in the meantime, just enjoy the festival. You know, have a good time.
Oh, gee, thanks, Noah. I appreciate it. I'll definitely call you on Monday.
Oh, I expect it, and I look forward to it. Excuse me, but the missus is waiting for me at the pie tasting competition. I gotta go. And he steps off and makes his way to the peach pie eating competition. What does Colleen get up to in the downtime?
She's wandering around the festival, kind of doing her best to avoid people that go, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you. You know, your parents did a lot for the festival." And she's like, yeah, whatever. Like, she's looking for the peach flavored liqueur. And, you know, dealing with the, "Oh my God, your mom was so nice. Here, have this pie. I know she would have loved it, and it's a gift for you." You know how people are when they remembered you as a child.
Yeah.
And so she does her best, but I'm guessing she can't avoid, oh God, what's her name? You told me, and I totally...
Rachel Fitwicky Bromington.
She does her best, but she can't avoid Rachel.
Mm-hmm. Well, so you're caught up in a conversation with someone, and you're trying to get out of it. You're clearly uncomfortable, and all of a sudden, your hand's like kind of out on your hip. You feel an arm link into it and says, "Pardon me, I just need to borrow her for a moment." And it's Rachel. She grabs you and pulls you aside. It's like, "It looked like you were having a tough time, and I thought I'd get you away from Mrs. Grossington over there." Keyword gross, am I right?
I just give her that 1,000-mile stare, like you're touching me.
Anywho, I just wanted to make sure you submitted a raffle. I know, you know, the Fouchés have always been a big part of the cycle of the new trees. You know, as she walks you, she takes you to kind of the edge of the clearing, and she points out that circle right there. Actually, when your mom and I were in high school, we named that one. That's Carl. Carl. Yeah. But your mom never told you about Carl, our peach tree?
No, afraid she didn't.
I'm gonna ask you to give me.
Oh God.
And just give me a brains check. Just give me a brains check on this.
Just click brains.
Click brains. I'm gonna set the difficulty at 10.
No modifier.
No modifier. Oh, you got a 10. Perfect. You
Nice.
know, you recall, after like kind of going through your mom's affects and like your parents' stuff, you found some letters actually between Rachel and your mother. They were really best friends. They were really close growing up with one another until actually this tree naming because she didn't want to name it Carl. Carl was the name of the boy that she liked at the time, and Rachel submitted it without her knowing, and then told him in hopes of him realizing, and it didn't happen. There was a falling out there. They never really resolved it, and give me I'm gonna say, with that knowledge, another 10 as a check, but I would love to get a charm. Oh well, yeah. Give me actually, because you have that knowledge, give me a charm 3 check.
So I'm adding 3.
No, just I'm lowering the difficulty to 3, so you just roll charm.
Okay.
Yeah. And you got a 3. Perfect. You can tell, because part of that's a tail butt. You can tell part of charm is also emotional intelligence, and you kind of get the vibe that she's trying to make things right now that she can't. And yeah, that's our tree that we named it together. And I want you to know that if you need anything, okay, I'm here for you. You live in that house all by yourself. I keep trying to send food.
You know that I'm an adult and I know how to cook.
Yeah, I do, but sometimes I thought it might be nice for you not to have. Look, I'm glad that you're here. I just hope you have a good time. Have fun. This is the festival special. It's a place of a lot of memories. And
I see.
she steps away to go to the peach pie eating contest. And we're going to move our way over to Micah. What's Micah doing before your haunted house tour?
So Micah loves the festival, like legitimately. And this is actually the first year that she is able to participate in the potential tree naming. So she's put in a raffle ticket. She's doing all of the fall, like she's making the rounds to all the fall festival things, except for the bell, because it looks to be broken and she's not that strong anyway.
Yeah.
So I think between all of these things, I like to think DJ Sparky has a booth.
Oh, of course.
That he's just kind of, playing all of the fall favorites. So in between, like, she'll go do the hayride and she'll go do the peach tree maze, but like in between things, she's just standing there and watching him. And it's like she's trying so hard not to be super conspicuous. Like,
yeah.
She's doing that walk by and
I'm trying to be real smooth. I'm gonna give you this is gonna be grit, because that's like street smarts a little bit. Like, how slick are you in this scenario? I'm gonna say that is a DC 7.
Ooh. No.
You get a 2. After the third pass, you hear on the microphone goes, "Hey guys, we've got another track coming up for y'all. This one's actually for one of our most dedicated listeners, Micah Kensington. This song is for you." And I'm trying to see.
There's a song in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was created yet.
Oh no, I'm doing a little check. No, I was gonna do something from No Doubt, but that is too old. No, it's not old enough. It's their first album was 1992. Yeah. What song plays? What song plays at this time? It's got. What is the song you always request at the radio station?
Ooh.
It's you. it's for you.
He knows you.
I can't think of what it would be. What I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Is chat has it. It's Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell.
I was
okay.
either say that or Right Here Waiting by Richard Marx. So yeah, I like that. Always feels like somebody's watching me. You turn and he sees you, says, waves you over.
I don't want that, but I go over.
Hey, Micah, thanks for. I know you got an interest in the Zit. I'm telling you, we're looking for hires. If you want to spend some part time here, I can use an extra set of hands behind this booth.
No, that's fine. I got better things to occupy my time. Applying for college and all that. I mean, radio's great and all, but it's not really what I want to do with the rest of my life.
What do you look? Radio's such a stable industry. People have been listening to radio. They will continue to listen to radio forever. And colleges love extracurriculars. I actually got my start as a college radio DJ. Man.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was a good time. I even ran an investigative report on it. I would talk about the weird things at Wesleyan.
Oh.
I'm just saying, there's a spot for you here at the Zit if you're interested.
Oh, okay. I will think about it.
Yeah, think about it. You could do a weird corner for all your conspiracies. Of course, we'd put a label in front of it to say none of it was factual, but just like fun storytelling that we're doing. But it would get you to stop emailing and harassing me about it if I just gave you a little bit of airtime, huh?
You think I'm harassing you?
Maybe a little bit. Micah, you send like 7 emails a day some days. I just got email. I'm like still figuring it out.
Well, I'm gonna go now.
Okay, but think about the job. I'm just saying.
As she walks off, and she actually does pull out a notebook and says, "Conspiracy theory radio show. Of course everything is true. What are you talking about?"
And so you walk away, getting your notebook together, writing on a little bit of plans, and you all spend your time enjoying the festival. It's relatively fun. You see some familiar faces. Everyone kind of knows one another, and it is 11:05, and y'all gather in front of the Corn Hall, where the city hall that's been converted into the haunted house. And you see someone up front. It is the gym teacher at Our Lady of Perpetual Peaches, whose name is Keenan Lewis.
Keenan. I'm Keenan.
It's Mr. Lewis, actually, to all of you all. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's such a normal name after everybody else.
I really was very impressed. It got me.
Where are you pulling these names from?
RandomNameGenerator.com. If you want another, they don't sponsor us, unlike Blue Microphones. But I just use them. So Keenan Lewis, the gym teacher, Mr. Lewis, says, "All right, folks, last tour of the night. Y'all ready? Make sure no flashlights, no flash photography. It gets pretty dark in there." And yeah, see if you can make your way out of the cornhole maze. Well, it's not. It's a haunted house. It's more of a path. You just stay on the path, guys. Have a good time. And he opens the door and ushers you all in. And so you guys enter the foyer of Corn Hall, and it's spooky, scary. In the dark, you can see the fake cobwebs put up along the side. You come across to a gentleman dressed in a mummy along the way and says, "You can't see, but touch this bowl of eyeballs." And give me a grit check, everyone. The DC is 2. Okay.
I'm not seeing my rolls.
Oh, you got a 9.
I see
Okay.
yours.
I see yours.
Everyone's seeing them but me. So
It's like that. What tab is it? The upper left tab?
Yes, upper. Yeah, you got to move all the way back to chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
okay.
populate that way. And so everyone passes. It's a bowl of grapes that have been like covered in olive oil. Like they're just like slimy and like oddly large. You move on to the next bowl or the next plate. It's like, oh, feel my intestines. It's spaghetti. Like this haunted house is clearly not for you all. It's for a different age group, but it's so fun to go through. It's pretty dark and kind of a little spoopy. Do y'all talk at all? Like, I imagine as you guys gather together, 3 of you have some relation to one another in some capacity.
I think once we start lining up, like once we start gathering and I see London, I will actually say, oh, hey, London.
Oh, what's up, Micah? How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right, I
I like your
guess.
I like your bow tie.
Thanks. My mom gave it to me when I was 7.
Oh, yeah, it does look a little small.
Yeah, I think I outgrew it, but I figured why not dress up for the occasion? Peaches are always fun.
Yeah, can I, and I'm gonna, like, if you let me, I'm gonna take the bow tie off and I'm gonna, like, undo the top button of your shirt and I'm gonna, like, make you look a little bit more rugged.
Sure, sure.
And then, like, I stand back and then I do, like, one of these. It's like, that looks a lot better. Like, lose the bow tie. It's, like, it makes your neck look a little too thick.
I shouldn't be taking fashion advice from you, but I will listen to you this time, I guess.
Sometimes a broken clock is right twice a day.
I guess you're right.
And then to Colleen, like, Colleen and I don't really speak, but I'll just give like a
Oh, that's my cousin. I should probably go say hi to her, but I don't know if I want to right now.
oh, you two are
Yeah,
related?
we don't really speak.
Oh, I'm gonna come over and talk to London.
Yeah, Clyde's eyes are bugging out right now. Because he knows of everybody, but he's just like, oh, drop.
Get the popcorn.
Oh my god, you the deer with the popcorn. That did.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hello, London.
Hi. He's like looking at the ground.
You know, face up here.
What's up? How you doing? Good to see you, I guess.
You guess? I mean, I did come over to say hello to you.
I mean, but we don't have to speak. We're in public. It's fine.
Is there some reason I shouldn't speak to you in public?
I mean, we're not very close. So I know like we're here, but like do we have to talk?
You know,
Okay,
it's called
maybe-
making an effort.
Maybe I you know what? I have to admit that I am a bit frustrated, and maybe it's just because I've been really frustrated with school and my family and stuff, and maybe I should put in a better effort in trying to fix our relationship.
Well, that's what I tried in coming over to say hello, but clearly you're not in the mood to be chatty.
Let's meet up to talk tomorrow. Then we could try to work this out.
We'll see.
Yep, it's fine.
You know where I live.
All right, I'll come to you.
Clyde and Micah are standing at the side watching this interaction occur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So like I'm just like, hey everyone, I'm Clyde. Everyone remembers me, right?
No.
Oh, wow.
Hey, hey,
You work at the peach farm, right?
yeah, I do. I love it.
Do
Do you want
you
some peaches?
Oh, we would love. I would like some peaches now. Thanks for introducing yourself to at least me, and I know some of my friends know you now. So that's
Sure, $5 a peach.
Oh my God.
what?
$5 a peach.
$5?
That's why you failed. Why did you say that? That's the
Dude.
reason.
This is this is these are the top. See, Archie has some special peaches that normally go for $10 a peach, but I'll give you half off.
Hold on.
half
Hold on.
off.
Archie has peach. Go on.
Well, I work at the peach farm, so I get like his. He tasked me to sell his special peaches around, but you.
Okay, but what? They're not. Where are they?
Oh, they're in my bag here. You know
Hold
what?
on. Wait. I may not be the brightest crayon in the box, but I know that you don't just walk around with peaches in your bag because they'll get bruised.
They're in like a special bruise-free peach box, of course, in my bag.
All right. Well, let's see them.
Sure. I pull out a peach.
Pull out a peach. I'm trying to figure out the appropriate check that you need to
have no
make
idea
to
what check
see
this
how
would be.
okay these peaches are.
I mean, if you still walk around with an uncovered,
Yeah.
unboxed peach,
I'm gonna-
it's probably like destroyed at this point.
I'm gonna say it's a brains check of 8. Like that you contracted, like built something in your thing to keep these peaches. Like this is your peach bag. You got a 3. These peaches are bruised, man. They look like plums. Some of them are squished. Some of them have a little juice running out of them.
This isn't a good one.
Take an adversity token.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? I'll hook you guys up later. But you just seem like that y'all need some sunshine. It seems like there's a lot of tension here. Like, there's a lot of tension here, and I just wanted to brighten the day a little bit with a $5 peach, but that's okay.
Oh, you'd know about tension, wouldn't you, Clyde?
Mhm.
Oh, see, I knew you knew me.
Oh, I know you.
You know, you remember me from Actually, you know what? Let's actually change the subject. So London, I've seen you out on the field there, scoring. Somebody give me some lacrosse terms 'cause I have no idea.
A goal?
You're laxing it up. Cradle, right?
That's
Isn't that what it's called? You cradle the thing. Yeah.
I remember gym class. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. If you had lacrosse in gym, that's all I need to know about your school. By the way.
Wow. I mean, even now.
Yeah. I've seen you cradling up there. How long have you been out playing for?
I would say about 2 years.
2 years. Wow.
Yeah,
2
yeah.
years. Wow. Well,
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah. You ever take on someone and kind of show them how to play? Like I'm kind of have this new interest in different sports. I'd love for you to, show me some lacrosse tricks.
Well, let's make a deal. If I teach you how to play lacrosse, you give me free peaches for a year. Because the skill, the lessons are worth a year's worth of training. So those peaches, that's a good deal.
I'll think about it because if I could get this lacrosse skill, like I think it'll help me make some more friends and like also it's like something I can teach my daughter as well when she gets older. So you know what? Deal. That's a deal.
I was gonna make you make opposing grit checks, but cool. You guys got it.
Yeah, I am down for this deal.
Nice. And so y'all are making your way through having this conversation. And it's a good time. You guys are now on the making the path to the lower library of the Corn Hall. It's the way the routing is worked. The basement is where all the information and records are stored, and this is the spoopy maze. Whereas you round the corner, there's like a strobe light going and a fog machine on the ground. Like it's got some silly string on the walls. There's like a foam spider up in a corner, and you guys are just making your way through it. When all of a sudden you hear a loud clap that feels to run through your body. Suddenly, the strobe light cuts out. The fog machine turns off. The music that was playing in the background to give you scares is gone.
What was that?
What do you do?
Wait. Has the wagon thing stopped?
It's just a physical path. You guys walk along it as you're making your way through the corn hall. Yeah, you guys are now just in the basement.
This isn't supposed to happen. What's going on? I get out my flashlight because I have prepared skill.
Nice.
And the guy at the front didn't check my bag.
Mm-hmm. You're right. He did not. So you pull out your flashlight and you start looking around. Give me a... Let me see, Micah, your skill. That would be a brains check. Give me a brains check of 12.
Ooh, wow.
Nice. You got a 15. You sweep your flashlight along, and you look up the stairs to the way you came in, and the door has shut. You look at the path as you're leading through. You walk around. You see the other way out that led up to because there's 2 entrances in the basement. That door is shut as well. You try and check. They're locked. As you swing your flashlight around, before you move it fully, you faintly see a light source coming from a bookshelf. But the moment your flashlight goes over it, you can't see it anymore.
Okay. This is not planned. This haunted house is the exact same every year. What is going on?
Let's go look around for a door or something.
I've checked both the doors and they're locked.
Can I make a brawn? I want to try to break one of these doors.
Absolutely. Give me a brawn check. I'm going to tell you the DC right now is 16.
Okay. I have a 10. I have a D10. Mm-hmm. Let's hope for the explosion. No.
You got a 3. You thrust your shoulder into it. You try to even kick at it. It's not working. Physical force is not opening these doors.
Well, I try my best. I'm not sure how we're going to get out of here, but someone else got any ideas?
Are there... It's probably not sophisticated enough to have an electronic lock, does it?
No, it doesn't look like there's an electronic system. You can give me a brain check of... I'll get a similar one of... let's say this one is 15.
And no modifier?
If you got any adversity tokens, you could use them. But if you don't...
I do not. Mm-hmm. I do not, so...
You got a 16. Well done. You look at the doors and you're checking them out. It's weird. There's a force keeping the doors shut. And you can't... Even you twist the lock, it rotates the mechanism, but you can't physically open the door. You look down at your watch. It is been a while that you all have been here. It's been going on for a little bit. It's now midnight. Officially.
Wow.
And you look back as you once again check what's going on, and you feel something as you walk past a bookshelf. A slight breeze.
Cold or hot?
Hot.
And hey, Micah.
Mm.
Can you flash your flashlight over this way toward this bookshelf?
Yeah, for sure. And I'll do a switch because you said it's like it's a bunch of bookshelves down here, right?
There are many bookshelves down there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do a sweep across all the bookshelves.
And you sweep across all of them. As the flashlight passes over the one you feel a breeze across, you blink your eyes, and for a moment, you see some light emanating from the sides of it.
Oh, like it's a hidden
over to it.
doorway.
There's like I would say a perimeter of it is indicating a very, very soft light.
I'll motion Clyde and London over. I think there's something behind this bookshelf.
Well, let's go check it out. Let's move it.
We
And I'll
try to
step
push
back.
it.
Yeah.
I'll step back to let the boys do the thing.
So you both try to push it with both of y'all. I'm gonna one of you can do it, or both of you can do it. But I'll say it's gonna be a brawn check of 7.
Yeah. I'll suggest that we both try.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
You said brawn, right?
Yes, brawn.
Okay.
Ooh.
15
My word.
And a 9.
and a 9. Okay, so you guys together, you feel the edge. You kind of like feel the heat off it, and you push it. And Shareef, on Clyde's end, it doesn't really like, as you're trying to like pull it out, it doesn't pull out, but you do feel it's like on a hinge of some sort. And like it's twisting. And Brandon on London's end, it's like catching on something, and you like give a hard push, and you hear a snap, and you move it around, and you see a little catch that was on the back of the bookshelf, and a little groove had been broken. And as you pull it back, you see a set of circular stone cobbled stairs leading down, with torches adorning the path. Yeah.
Well, this
Micah-
looks like the creepiest way, but it's a way.
Micah immediately pulls out her big old scrapbook. like
Wait, are you like walking around like one of those big like?
No.
size
Well,
scrapbooks?
No. So it is Trapper Keeper size, certainly, but it's just full of all these articles and nonsense to anybody else. But like, she's like, I don't know anything about a stairway in the town hall. What is going on?
How about we go look instead of looking through your notes?
You know what? That's a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna head down because again, Clyde fancies himself as a leader, so he's gonna say, "I'll check first," and kind of head down the stairs.
So you start making your way down the stairs, inching forward. You're leading the group. As you get to the bottom, you notice a tunnel, one leading a pathway to the right, where there is kind of, you shine Micah a flashlight. it's a tunnel that just like kind of keeps going, and then off the left you see more torches lit, rounding a corner to something even brighter, illuminating light across.
Ooh. Well, we have no real choice. Let's go.
Yeah, let's just keep. Is there any what's the equivalent of like an investigation, like to check out?
It'd be brains.
What
You'd use your brains to try
Okay.
to like look around and
Yeah.
see what, yeah.
Yeah, I want to check out and see because if there's nothing we see in the
well,
bright light, I want
I'm
to
gonna-
get a sense of
yeah.
what else is around.
So I'll actually give you the options. So if you want to investigate, it depends on how you want to investigate. If you want to use like just an analytical, like let me look at all the facts, let me count them up, and like kind of approach it with book smarts, use brains.
Mhm.
If you want to like use like street smarts, if you want to be like, what is the vibe of the situation? What's the read that's happening here? I use grit. And I'm going to say the difficulty for this is going to be, I'm going to set it at 9.
Yeah, I'll say definitely an analytical
Mm-hmm.
part of it.
Get a 3. Dude, you can't get a read on any of this. Like, you don't know what's happening, why it's happening. But I will say this, with a brains of even 3, though, for a moment as you're all like silent, just like peering and listening, you hear something coming towards the light source, or rather emanating from that direction.
So like coming toward us.
It's not moving, but that's where the source of sound is.
Okay. Something's coming. Stay back, everyone. Stay back.
Micah does the immediate opposite. She doesn't necessarily go. She doesn't go down the tunnel, but something's coming. Where? She shines her flashlight in that direction.
You
Micah.
yeah. As you sort of peer around, you look and you see a robed individual walk around the corner from another staircase that they shut. It disappears into the wall entirely as they continue along their path towards that lighted source.
Sets her flashlight off.
I'm gonna call out to it. Hello? Hello, who's there? We're lost.
You don't hear a response.
Why would you tell some stranger we're lost?
Because we're lost.
You should probably just
Oh my
go
god.
towards it.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Okay, wait. So let's think about this. So we've got 3 options. We can go back upstairs, and try to break out of town hall some way. We could go that way with the creepy robed person, or we could go down this completely dark tunnel.
As you look back at your options and you're standing in this tunnel now, you gaze and look to the staircase that you walk down, only to find smooth wall.
Then pretend I said that with the options, with the going back upstairs option being the final one, and I smack the wall and I'm like,
You can give me a brains check on this.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 17. 4. You have no idea what happened or what's going on.
okay, we only have 2 options now.
Yeah, maybe the tunnel. I mean, whoever that person or thing is, it doesn't seem to react. So I say we try the tunnel.
You start hearing some sounds, the sounds of what appears to be drums or music playing from the light source.
Drums or music?
You can't tell. It's something rhythmic and pulsing.
Do we hear Kalimar?
No, you don't. You don't hear any chanting.
Because like that's where my brain went. Like,
As you look
uh,
down the hallway and you peer from another staircase opening in the wall and then disappearing, you see Jeffrey walking down. You see Rebecca cutting across. You see Keenan walking over. You see Mayor Bromington. You see
Ooh.
Miss Bromington. You see Laura Bromington.
Do they see us?
For
Okay.
yeah,
Um, are are they speaking? Like, can we try to, I guess, listen in if they are speaking, or does it look like they're speaking?
they are. Give me a brains check. I'm gonna say this is a 9.
9, you said?
Yeah,
Mhm.
get a 4.
Man, I'm just
You can't tell at all. You can't even see. It doesn't look like their lips are moving or anything, but they are steadily marching towards that light.
oh, like marching. Like, does it look
They're
like
all in step.
Oh, how far away would you say they are?
I'd say from where you all are, about like from they maybe like 50 feet. It's around a
Okay.
bend. You guys could try inching closer if you would like to get a better look.
Yeah.
What should we do?
I think we should just wait and see. I don't know what's going on, but it looks kind of creepy. We should wait and I don't know. I don't know what that light is, but I don't want to go near it.
we
So let's see
can't
what.
sit here all night.
Well, we can see what they do. See what they maybe they'll. I don't know. Let's just see what they do and then make a decision later. Like let's see what they march toward or what
They're
happens to them.
Okay, how much later are you thinking though? Because it is.
It is
She's
now.
got like a plastic watch on.
It's still midnight. It's been longer than a minute, but it is still midnight.
No. Uh, yeah, I think my watch might be broken.
I think my watch might be broken. It was definitely midnight more than a minute ago.
this isn't
Okay.
right.
Mm.
Well, I just figure if they're marching toward the light, we'll wait till maybe they stop marching.
In a booming
Yeah.
voice, you hear, "Wonderful. Now let us begin." And with that, we're going to cut to break. We'll be back in just a moment to figure out what's going on with these rivals on bikes. Once again, we are powered by Blue. We wouldn't be able to do the show without them, so we really appreciate it. Stick around. We're going to be right back in just a moment. See y'all soon. And welcome back, y'all. It's Rivals on Bikes, sponsored by Blue Microphones. We're in the middle of a very spoopy moment when our adventurers, our traveling party, our our Corrington crew found themselves in a tunnel in the middle of underneath the Corn Hall, where they first saw one and then 6 other individuals, some that they recognize well, round a corner into what appears to be a separate room, where the soft glow of firelight seems to paint the walls.
Now, I know you mentioned some people down there. Is Archie down there?
You have not seen Archie specifically down there.
Okay.
But, I mean, you did see someone in a hooded robe, so it could be literally anyone underneath that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But we did see Jeffrey, and we saw the mayor.
You saw them, the Brompton family, Jeffrey, Rebecca, your babysitter, and Keenan, Mr. Lewis, the gym teacher.
Is Rachel down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Noah, Rachel, and Laura.
All right. Okay.
Are they dressed normally?
They were dressed exactly in the same clothes that they had on previously.
Okay, so no one's like in weird cult outfits or anything.
Other than that robed individual, no, they're still in their same clothes.
Okay.
And they're marching toward that light.
They've actually rounded the corner. You don't even see them anymore.
Oh, they rounded the corner. Okay.
They're already there.
I'm gonna creep up to the corner and like peek my head around the corner, like Scooby-Doo style.
For sure. You peep up around the corner and you hear from before someone say, now, let us begin. And you see the 6 other individuals standing at attention, completely quiet, eyes glazed over, appearing in the distance. You see at their feet, in front of the 6 individuals on the side and the hooded figure at the top, ice cold blue human bodies. Chest open, where a flower is growing from the ground where their heart would be. On pedestals at the base of all the cadavers' feet are 7 hearts, one of which, in the middle of the 7, is the robed individual. He shakes off the robe. Look, it's Old Man Archie, except undressed in what would to you all seem, for lack of a better term, a mawashi, what a sumo wrestler wears, and just a cloth bandage. He stands up at his full height, 6'2", no crook in his back, suddenly tall. Opening his arms to a statue of an individual, a figure you do not recognize, he exclaims, "O Baal, our prince, lord of earth, Baal, our savior, lord of rain and dew, the 2 forms of moisture that are indispensable for fertile soil. Baal, our storm god, he who rides on the clouds, Baal, shaman, lord of the heavens. We offer these gifts upon for your praise. You who would deem us worthy, we offer these gifts as a beginning to the festival in your name. We offer you these 7 corpses as a signal for the 7 lives to come. We offer you these 7 hearts as the vessel for your 7 warriors. We promise you 7 souls so your enemy and other half, Mott, will gain serenity and not taint your bounty." As you see vines appear to wrap around the 6 individuals against the wall. And
Like wrapping by themselves?
Wrapping from the earth as they around their ankles and cocoon them against the wall. You see vines emerge and begin to collapse the cadavers, lifting them up, and they coalesce around the heart that has been growing to see the flower push out, its petals growing to envelop the dead, unbeating hearts on the pedestal. As the corpses stand and are collapsed and the vines surround them, you see Old Man Archie, once again speaking in a voice you do not recognize, say, Athuna Baal Afemini Hal Mat Barukti. Athuna Baal Afemini Hal Mat Barukti. Athuna Baal Afemini Hal Mat Barukti. And he claps his hands. And the people who were standing there are now fully encased and only their faces remained uncovered. The corpses now stand, the vines vaulting away to reveal leaf-like individuals made from the plants coming up in the shape of what can only be described as linebackers for the Buffalo Bills. They have zero expression, zero face, no physical features other than being just ripped. They turn and bow, and a single voice says, "We will now search for the seventh soul, the purest of heart, the one who will end the festival." Old Man Archie looks on the group and says, "Good. We only have 48 hours. See that our work is done." And with a wave, he dismisses them. And as they turn, they begin to round down the hall. What do y'all do?
Like the hall toward us?
Dude, there's one hallway. They're gonna bound the corner to where you all are peeking around.
I mean,
We gotta.
I want to hide.
We gotta.
Yeah, I think it's best to hide.
Yeah.
Where are we hiding?
Yeah,
There's
is there
only
any
one way to
places to
go.
hide? Are there any things to hide behind? Boxes
You
or
look, it's an empty hallway. But I say it sounds like you guys want to just like straight up book it. And so I'm going to turn this off because the playlist kept playing. And so you guys turn around and give me a flight check, all of you, to not be seen by these plant-like individuals as they're a flight, not fight. But I'm glad, unless you want to fight them,
Unless you want to punch.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong one. Why do they use? I get fight or flight, but the words are so similar.
The check was 6. You have Clyde books it out of there. You have what's it called? Tanya also makes it out of there. London also makes it out of there. Tanya, you actually roll flight. That is your fight stat.
It's so close.
They're honestly.
Okay, 'cause I was like, oh boy.
Oh boy, you and yeah.
It's
Didn't
not
do
any
much better. So you and so Micah and Colleen, y'all are investigators. You all are trying to understand the unseen, the hidden presence that's going on in your city. Maybe that's why you guys look longer. Maybe that's why you linger. But you see, for a moment, all 7 heads catch eyes with you, look, and say, "We have intruders." Old Man Archie turns, catches you as you all book it around the corner, and you hear him shout, "Get them before they can tell anyone what's happening." Just get them. And they start to take off towards you. You have a little bit of a head start. You guys are booking it down the hallway. You're running. You're looking for a way out. And you get to the end of the hallway, and you see a ladder leading up. Give me a brawn check of 5 from everyone to see if you can get up fast enough before they catch up to you. London is bounding up it, making it. Colleen also clears it easily.
I will use my 1 adversity token to make that a 4.
Perfect. You guys get it, and you all climb up. You push at the top, London, you were the first one. Actually, Clyde, you have the highest bronze score. So I say you get to the top first, and you have to push your way up. You struggle. You are able to unlift whatever this gate is, and as you push it open, you look out and you see it is a like a section of sod that you have lifted, like a bit of grass. And as you all pull up and pull yourself out, you see the hands of these vine men climbing, going up the ladder. And you look out and you realize where you are. You have somehow ended up in the middle of the peach tree maze.
Oh my god! And it's just me because I was the first one up.
You're the first one up, but other people are closing behind you.
And the vine people are coming from a different.
No, they're climbing the same ladder, but they get up it. They get to it after Micah clears it.
Okay, all right. Well, I still want to book it. I want to wait for everybody like before I book it though. So I'm gonna wait and maybe see if I can help somebody. Like as I get closer, I can kind of help them up so they can get up faster.
You absolutely. Are able to get everyone up. What do you do after Micah gets through? You shut the yeah.
I'm like, let's shut this and book it.
That'd
be my decision, my suggestion.
You shut it, and you. What does everyone decide? You guys just want to try to clear the maze? I mean, that's the tough part. Is do you know where to book it to? Where do you guys want to go? Yeah.
Yeah. Micah's initial impression is to look at Clyde and say, "You helped put this thing together, right? Like you know the way out of here, right?"
No, I'm not. I've never been to the maze. I just sell peaches. Like I've never been to this part of the farm before.
I didn't do the maze this year.
So, question, and if there's a check I could use for this,
Yeah.
Because I'm an adult and I would have grown up having to go to this festival.
Yeah.
Would I know the maze, and or does the maze change every year, or is it like everyone like they know their pattern, they put the maze together the same way literally every year?
It is literally how the peach trees of this part are grown. They are grown into a maze. So you know it's the same every year. So I would say if you want to make like a brain check based on your history, I'd lower the difficulty from an 8 to a 4.
Okay, let me do a brain check.
Yeah. 9.
Okay.
Clear it easily. And so you instinctively know the correct path. You check and you know that this is the center of the maze. And part of it is it's a center. It has 4 way outs, north, south, east, west. There's multiple entrances for that specific reason. But the goal is always to get to the center, right? To make it. You know that the parking lot and the main entrance is to the south is the fastest way to get to it.
Right. All right. I relay that because that's where my car would be.
Exactly. Yeah.
And there's 4. Yeah, the 4 of us should fit in this car. So. So yeah, I started leading people toward where the exit should be and the car.
You guys are making your way out. I'm gonna need another flight check as you guys are now booking it. This one I'm gonna say just to see if they can catch up with you. The DC was going to be higher than that. It was going to be set at 7.
Well,
yep.
Yeah, I don't have enough adversity tokens.
That's all right.
I didn't put enough in my flight, so I wasn't going to make that DC anyway.
You know, if everyone who failed, it's okay. Get yourself an adversity token, hold on to them, use them for moves that you need them. Failing is good. You get to flex what your character is special at, and it allows me to build narrative tension as you all start running towards the south paths. You are making your way, and you see behind you the piece of sod lift up, and 3 of the leaf men pop out. shut the door, and they're looking at the group, and they once again begin moving. One of them starts straight up Terminator running, like hands open, trying to clear distance with y'all, and the other two put their arms down on all fours and begin to shift and move, and it sounds like branches snapping and bending as
leaf dogs.
Their arms merge into giant wings, and their 2 feet, and they begin to take off to the sky to follow you.
No.
This is a lot.
Nope.
I was like, okay, they're gonna be like a dog, like leaf dogs. Cool. I wasn't expecting them to start flying.
Mm-mm.
Can we, or would we know? I mean, since they're flying, would we know if we can even outrun these things?
If you get to the car, for sure, you could definitely outrun them. But on foot, as you're getting closer and closer, I'm gonna say, as you get closer to the edge of the maze, you are able to hop the fence and make it into the parking lot. The one on its feet stops at the edge, looks at you. The one in the sky flies in circles and begins to surround you as you guys pile into the car.
Oh boy.
As you all move and hop in, you take off. Colleen, where are you heading?
I'm heading to my house because I've got this giant house that's like Wayne Manor, and there's only 4 of us, and I have some of the best security money can buy. So
you hop in and you start peeling off, and the 2 birds, the bird leaf men, the leaf birds, begin to flap on after you. As they close distance, you see them on the side of your 57 Chevy, and they start kicking at it. You can feel the dents as it moves. What do you all do to maintain control of the car as it is being aggressed upon?
Are the would the roads between the festival and where I live, would they be kind of like those country dirt roads where it's very easy to skid off the road, or would it be kind of a straight shot?
We build this world together. What do you think for Quarrington?
I think for Quarrington, like directly out of the festival, would be like those swervy dirt roads.
Sure. It's
and
a little.
Because, it's like if you floor it too hard, you could be in the cornfield.
Absolutely. Are you skilled at your maneuvering your car? No.
No, I am. I put pretending to like people as my skill.
That's good to know. I'll give you lower checks on any charm things that you have to do. That's really nice.
But this is my baby. It's my car. I maintain it, so I know it really well.
Yeah.
And I figure the further I get away from the festival and more into like the nicer part of town, like there's proper paving, there's like stop and all the signs of beware children playing in the road.
For sure.
So there are proper streets. The further I get from the festival and into the nice part of town.
Heck yeah.
But of course, me tear-assing down the street may rouse some attention.
I will say this is going to be a grit check because this is quite literally street smarts. As you around the corner, give me a grit check of 6. You got a 3. That's okay. As you able to, you're rounding the corner and they're kicking at your car. They've landed on one of it, and you pull around the bend. Get an adversity token for this, by the way. You launch one of the leaf men off, and they collapse to the ground, not before ripping one of the side doors off the passenger side off. So now you are missing a door off the Chevy, the back driver's side. But you see upon the weight of this door, the leaf bird person can't hold it and hits the pavement. And upon hitting the pavement, you hear a scream unlike anything you've heard. And it flutters, it hurts, and it drops it and doubles back. But you still have one more leaf person attacking your Chevy, and now the door is open.
Who is on that side? And hopefully you're all wearing seatbelts.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's just going to be a real short ride.
Mm-hmm.
I think I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. Maybe I put it on now.
Does anyone have a weapon?
Can I see? Are they like line of sight of this thing?
They're on the car.
They're on the car, and now they're like
yeah, but like we're in the car, so
you're in the car. You can literally see it hanging its head over upside down and starting to try to make its way in.
I am throwing peaches at this thing.
Is this?
I'm chucking peaches.
Is this going to be? Are you fighting this thing with peaches, or are you going to like really try to muscle?
I'm trying to knock it off the car.
So this isn't even a fight. Or is it like just like raw brawn?
I am trying to, because as you said, the peaches are like a little like
moldy. Yeah.
So I'm trying to throw it at its I guess the equivalent of its feet, so it can be slippery enough so that it'll slip off the car.
I'm gonna say this is a fight check for this, and this is actually, you are gonna actually be straight up fighting this what's it called, leaf person. I imagine it's because you both are like right next to it. You're trying to push it off. You're using these peaches to get away, and we haven't really done what's it called, a fight before where you have to resolve it. The way you do it is you roll for physical damage. You roll. Oh, but you're using a projectile.
Yes.
Okay. So for physical damage for the future, I would roll brawn. The attacker would roll fight versus the defender's brawn.
Okay.
And depending on who wins, that affects how much damage is dealt. In this one, projectiles. You are going to roll the attacker's fight against the defender's appropriate stat, which will probably be, it's not running away, it's standing its ground, so it's brawn. So just roll me a fight stat, and I will roll you a brawn strat.
Ooh.
You I only got a 3, and you crushed it with an 18. So it's a decisive like a beating. So you are able to, with unknown grace and gift and skill, you start just like chucking peaches rapidly. It's as if you are a pitching machine, like truly one of those ball spitting machines, the speed at which you're crushing this. And even, I'd say, London, you're kind of surprised that Clyde, someone who's didn't really spend any time, to your knowledge, playing high school sports or doing anything like that, like has this acumen. Because as you pelt this thing with peaches, it starts covering its eyes, covering its faces. It gets dusted, and it's weird. It almost looks as if your peaches are eating away at some of the flesh, some of the leafage, and it in a reaction of discomfort jumps off and almost scrapes the ground, rights itself, and begins to fly on its way back as you all peel around the bend and make your way to the Fouché Manor. So you guys park the car, you step out into the garage, and what happens?
I am distraught over my missing door and the damage to my car. But I'm guessing we don't have time for all that.
You time's a relative thing. Actually, anyone can. Well, you guys can look at a watch, and you look at it, and it's moving again. This time stopping seems to have ended, and what's better is when you compare it to the watch in the garage, they're linked. They're the exact same time.
Can I use your phone? I gotta call Rebecca and let her know that I'm safe.
We did just see Rebecca get turned into one of those leaf people, didn't we?
So a correction: Rebecca did not get turned into a leaf person. Rebecca is now, sort of cocooned on the side of that room. It's vines from the earth wrapped around them. But you saw the cadaver that was in front of Rebecca turn into a leaf person.
Wait, hold on.
So you remember the room we just ran away from?
I might be confusing the name. What's the name? Is that my? What's the name of
That's
the
your
person?
babysitter, dude. That's Rebecca.
What
Is your
I
babysitter?
totally missed that.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
okay. The
all right.
shock has worn off, and now you've realized.
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I was in fight or flight, peach throwing mode.
Yeah.
All right, then I got to get home. I'm like I got to get home, and I got to see if April's there. So I'm trying to rush home.
So you just
I don't know.
do
Yeah.
you say anything before you go? Does anyone try to stop?
Well,
yeah.
I'm just like, hey, I got to see if my baby's good, and then I'm out. Like if it's far enough away, like I'd probably ask for Pauline to drive me.
And I just pointed at the car. There's a door missing.
Yeah, but it can still drive.
Not to mention a lot of dents to the actual body. From the hood the roof is kind of punched in. Like there is, like it's definitely drivable, but it's suffers some structural damage.
All right. Well, I am running home then because I don't.
Hold on, I got a bike.
Because I got to see.
I just point in the corner. I'm like, I do have a bicycle.
Okay, thanks.
In the corner is a 21 speed Huffy with pegs on the front and back. And you hop on it and give me a brawn check of 6.
Okay.
Just to determine how fast you get home. 7.
Word.
Awesome. We're gonna resolve you in a moment. So the rest of y'all are there. Clyde has now booked it off. London, you look down and you see it is 12:15. It is past curfew.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Well, I mean, I can explain to my parents that we were attacked, and it's better that I'm alive than I'm dead. So, curfew shouldn't really matter at this point, right?
Do you really think they're gonna believe that, though?
I could show them Colleen's car.
So you all are forgetting something important. They have to get through the leaf people here, and the leaf people know we're here.
Do they though? We got them off the car. I think at the very least we have to keep the car hidden because they're going to be looking for the car, and they don't necessarily know that it's us.
You did ditch them on the road before one of the main. Actually, I have the exact name of this road because we built it. On High Hill Road, you ditched them as you cleared the top of it. Everyone knows. You still don't know what movie it was used for, but it ended up saving you in this one moment. Actually, when you lost the door was as you dropped it off of it sort of slammed down and knocked the other leaf person off.
I mean, I have a phone.
Yeah, and technically, I mean, you two are family. It would be, if you call and say that you're with family, that might be better than just straight up, hey, I'm not home. That's better than
Maybe you just shouldn't bring
hey,
attention to it. I'll deal with it tomorrow.
I think that's worse, actually. I mean, I have no experience with this. My parents are always gone, which is just, at least you've got parents, London. I'm so sorry, Colin.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
How does both of your feet taste? Just
they're sweaty. My socks are gross. Oh.
Both of them are in your mouth right now. Wait.
so far down your throat right now.
She stops talking and just like walks away for a second because that was bad.
As you should. Like, where are you going though? Because my question is, we're still in the garage, or have people just meandered into the house?
What's up to you
No.
all? Yeah, like what have you all been up to? I left you at the garage. It sounds like Clyde took off
Yes,
immediately
I
grabbing the
definitely
bike. If you wanted to use the phone or think about it, let's say you guys have moved in to like the kitchen area, maybe you all are inside now.
My intent was just to put a whole bunch of distance between me and the situation that I just created because I feel really bad.
I mean, you should feel bad.
I do. I really do.
Colleen just like turns after she like gives her car one last sad look and goes inside to like, start taking stock of what she's got, make sure her go bag can be transferred somewhere because that car is not really safe at this point. So she's like, come in, there's food, the phone's in the living room, just whatever.
So you all make your way in. You help yourself to some water, I imagine. Colleen, do you make your way to... Where is your computer system, your go bag? Is that all in the same room? Is it like in your basement?
No, the computer system is actually like on the upper level of the house in what normally would be the master bedroom, but she converted that into like her workspace. There's like stuff she's tinkering on, stuff she took apart to figure it out, and she's got like the Apple IIe in her corner and stuff. One of the guest bedrooms is where she stays when she actually sleeps.
Yeah.
So she retreats upstairs to like change clothes, freshen up, and then do some checking to see if there's reports of these leaf men anywhere.
Yeah. You head upstairs. I'm gonna resolve the check in just a minute because I want to. What did you, Micah and London, get up to? Yeah, you all follow? Do you guys are staking together? You're in someone's new house now,
Yeah, I'm following.
I'm the last one in because I feel like shit.
You follow. You're checking now some news reports. You're looking in. Give me a brains check of 6. 15. Give me a brains check of 15.
Who's checking?
Colleen.
Oops, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Bad.
I mean, you could try. Yeah, you got a D4. You exploded, so you could roll another D4. You could keep trying to until you get to 17.
Ooh.
You on your 17, you log on your computer, you boot it up, you start searching. There's no word of these leaf people. Like, you start checking newspapers of like the history of Corrington around the leaf people. Nothing is registering until you remember the name that Old Man Archie, or whatever was pretending to be Old Man Archie, kept saying. Baal. Upon remembering the word, that name, you start doing a little more research, and something tells you to use some of your special skills to look into the county's records around Baal.
Okay.
And as you look and you search, behind a weird firewall in Brampton, like Mayor Noah, like Bromington's like personal history, like in his actual server, you discover an audio clip.
Oh.
And as it plays, you hear a voice you don't recognize. It doesn't sound like Mayor Brompton. It's like unplaceable. But you hear a voice say, "Now, the myths also tell of Baal's struggle to obtain a palace, comparable in grandeur to those of other gods. Baal ended up persuading Asherah to intercede with her husband El, the head of the pantheon, of course, to authorize the construction of a palace. The god of arts and crafts, Kother, then proceeded to build for Baal the most beautiful of palaces, which spread over an area of 10,000 acres. The exact, you clock in your head, the exact acreage of the peach farm."
Oh.
The audio file continues, but Mot, the god of, if Baal is the god of fertility and life, Mot, its twin, the god of infertility and death, in his anger cursed Baal's land. For why should the god of life be granted a gift, but not the god of death? And this argument between them, this disagreement grew so great, Baal could not enjoy his bounty that the gods gave him, and the gods chose not to intercede any more than they already had in the sibling dispute. The two ended up finding an agreement. According to this Sumerian file that I discovered in my latest exhibit, in my latest venture, it says here, in order to appease his rival, Baal agreed that for his land to prosper, he would sacrifice 7 followers every 7 years in order to bring 7 years of good harvest. Now, I don't know how this relates exactly to what's been going on, but I can tell you that there's got to be... And the audio cuts off.
Oh, snap. All right. I write down some notes.
Mm-hmm.
And I come downstairs and look for Micah. Where's everyone in that? So basically, like, when you come in, it's not modern, but when you come to the garage, it's attached to the kitchen and then the dining room, living room. But it's a big house, so it's a mansion.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say dining room, this is like, really, you could have like 2 whole giant family dinners in the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
The living room is like, you could hold a conference in there, a small one, but a conference.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like a spiral staircase up or winding staircase up.
Yeah.
So it may take me a minute to find where people are.
They're situated. Well, no, it's a good question. What did Micah and London get up to while Colleen's doing this research?
I think we were talking about school.
Yeah. So when I finally decided to take both my feet out of my mouth, I think I would have said to London to, like, I mean, you really should probably call your parents and let them know that you're at least with family, because that's a whole lot better than just kind of not saying anything. And then Micah would have probably sat in the living room until we started talking about school. So probably just talking about, like, your last lacrosse game was really good, and how are your classes and stuff.
I mean, so far it hasn't been too hard, but I don't know. I've been losing focus because there's so much stuff going on, and but I'm doing okay. How about you? How are your grades?
They're good. They're good. Yeah, I mean, trying to figure out schools and stuff, because that's a thing that my parents want me to do. But if you're having problems, we worked really well in the with that one study project that we did. So if you need any help, I'll do that.
I do appreciate the offer. I may have to take you up on that someday, I think. Which, speaking of taking your advice, right now. I think I should call my parents and let them know I'm here. But I don't know if I want to tell them what's going on. I don't know if they'll believe
I
me.
I don't think you should. I think okay, so what's the story gonna be then? So why it's probably it's probably been like 10 or 15 minutes, so we'll say it's 12:30 now. So why are you late? Oh, ooh, are you on I mean, like, I know, okay, like, I know about the whole thing, but like, maybe you're on a date and maybe the date's going a little long and maybe they'll be cool with that. I can pretend to be your date.
I don't know if they'll be okay with that one. Then they'll just be like, you should be more responsible with your dates and be home on time. I could just tell
That's
them that like me and Colleen decided to talk and it was a very long talk. Maybe they'll believe that. Maybe.
maybe.
I think that's a good choice to pick.
That's a good one.
You
Go
pick
for
up the
that
phone.
one.
You call your house. You hear, "Hey, welcome to the Lancaster household. Unfortunately, no one is available to answer the phone right now, but feel free to leave a message after the beep, and we'll get back to you."
Great. I'm gonna leave a voicemail, I guess.
Do that.
Okay.
It shows you tried.
Okay. Hey mom and dad, it's London. Sorry that I'm late. I might be a little bit later. I actually ran into Colleen and we decided to have some conversation. So I think, uh, just for now, it was best for us to talk. So I'll try to let you know when I'll be home. But if I don't come home, there's no need to worry. You can call Colleen. I'm actually at her house right now. Love you both.
And Colleen, you walk down the stairs to hear that conversation as the three of you are now gathered around, I imagine, like the island in the kitchen that's set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go to get myself a beer, and I just kind of look at London. That didn't sound very. I don't know. I don't want to say authentic, but it sounded very. I saying this because I think it's a thing people say to their parents. And also, you're welcome for using me as your excuse for being out past curfew.
I appreciate it.
As y'all sit there and try to process the moment, I'm sure Colleen decides to explain a little bit about the research of what that was happening. And you're getting into it. I want to actually cut back to Clyde, who's been pedaling very hard. And you round the corner down your block, you pull up to your house, and give me a like a brains check. Just see. You got a 2. You don't see anything. You get to the door and you check it and it's unlocked. And you can't remember if you left it unlocked or if you locked it, but you enter in your home. What do you do?
So it's unlocked and I just walk in.
You just walk in.
Great. Well, I'll say, even though I walk in, I do want to, I don't know. I want to immediately look around and see if I notice anything out of place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are there any lights on? Does anything look like it's moved from the position it usually is?
As you open up the door to the entryway of your modest home, you round the corner and you see kitchen's exactly where it was. Nothing seems to be out of place. I mean, yeah, there's some dishes that you haven't gotten to, but sort of set up the way it is. The high chair is still where you left it. The living room.
Well, I'm running to April's room.
You open the door, you pull it open, and her bed is empty.
Oh my god!
You open the window.
I'm freaking out.
You see the window is open, leading out.
Oh my god!
and you look down on her bed and see a single peach pit and a note that says, "The seventh soul is the one that is purest of all." Don't try to sell on my land.
I'm going to. Well, I'm absolutely freaking out, and I'm gonna call Colleen's house and say, "Look, you guys don't. You don't have to come with me, but they took April. I'm going back. I'm going back to the festival, and I got to save my girl. Whoever's with me is with me, but I'm just going. So, meet me there if you can. But I'm gonna go directly there. Sorry, Colleen. I'm gonna borrow your bike. I'm gonna use your bike to go there."
And I'm just sitting there like, how does he have my phone number?
Look, I broke out those yellow pages. Like there's not a lot of
Yeah.
there are not a lot of Fouchés in Corrington, so
Or
I'm pretty
anywhere,
cool.
honestly.
And yeah. So that's kind of the frantic message I give, and then I start pedaling toward back to the festival.
No, you need to have like the dramatic, the phone drops, is just swinging on the cord as you like run out the door.
Hello, Clyde.
Clyde.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
So I'm hoping people meet me, but I'm kind of single. My mind is on only one thing right now. I'm not really thinking that straight.
So you hop back onto the bike. You start pedaling immediately back. What's interesting is like your car is also still at the festival. Like same thing with Micah's. You all just hopped into Colleen's because it was the first one there. So you have to ride your bicycle back. And after you get done explaining a little bit more about Ball and your understanding of it, you get that phone call from Clyde, and you hear everyone hears how frantic, how panicked he sounds. You guys hear the word April, and none of you have met her. You've seen her. You've seen Clyde with her, but you know that she's in trouble.
Well, do we go after him? We're going right back into Ball's nest.
Ugh. I mean, yeah, I think it would be right to help him find his kid. So
Yeah.
I'm for it.
All right. So Colleen's actually got a little bit of a secret under the garage. We
Batmobile?
talked. No, it's not the Batmobile, but it is kind of like a cave where she's got like all of her secret stuff and a second go bag and all this other stuff. And so she does like the secret panel thing, and you see a door open that leads, like it's in the floor. It just opens up and there's stairs going down. And on the wall, like this is the stereotypical, you pull a lever, the bookshelf flips around, and it's like guns and everything. But of course it's 89, so they're not great. But she's like, all right, let's go. Get a flamethrower, get some weed whackers, weed grow. Look, she was ready. She was ready. She knew some weird things were going on.
You got all of your lawn equipment that has been reformatted and equipment. No, for real. Yeah, absolutely. Grab yourself whatever feels appropriate amongst there, whether it's a machete, whether it is a weed whacker with a gas battery pack. Keep in mind, because if it's like, I'm going to hold this to you, you're going to have a limited amount of fuel. Like, this is the whole thing about it. Is there a logo on the wall? Is there the known logo on the wall of this revealed area?
Yes, but she does her best to kind of like get in front of it so they can't see it.
I'm gonna need everyone to, this is like a little bit either a brain, grit, or charm check of let's say 7 to try to understand what Colleen is blocking. Colleen, you actually don't need to roll because I would guess maybe you could try doing your 6. Doesn't get it. Brains 3 doesn't get it. Yeah, Colleen's just standing in front of some sort of logo that you can't really make out or understand. But yeah.
Like, Micah's impressed. Like, why do you even have all this stuff? And can you build one of these under my garage?
I'll answer that after we help him get his kid back.
Fair.
So after everyone's kind of like loaded up, you know, she's got like some extra gas cans. This is like her secondary. It's time to go, and I don't know where we're going, but it can't be here. And so so basically lower level garage door opens, and there's a Chevy Impala SS there.
Yes.
It's a beautiful car, and I hope for whatever reason nothing happens to it. Who can say? But
I mean, rip my '57 Chevy at this point.
Are you secretly Jay Leno? Do you have all these like high quality custom cars?
I mean, I'm rich and I don't have much to do with my time, so
it could work out. Absolutely. So you all, yes, Miss Tori J. Colleen is a slayer, essentially.
You don't know that.
You don't know this, and this is your Scooby gang. You all get situated. What does everyone grab? What do you arm yourself with in this moment? And does anyone bring anything for Clyde?
I take a machete.
Okay. Be sure to write that down. Yeah.
Yes, because I've never done yard work a day in my life, and I don't know how to operate a weed whacker. I take 2. Do you have 2 machetes?
there's a whole wall of weaponry.
Okay.
And, you know, there's some that look a little high tech, but look, if things go down, Colleen was ready. So there's like a row of swords and things like that. There's a row of guns. There's a couple shotguns. Did semi-automatic rifles exist then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, I know nothing about guns. I'm actually scared. IRL, I'm very terrified of guns. I don't know how they work. So I have no idea when semi-automatics were created. So, you know, like there's even a couple semis. She's like strapped in case something went down because she's like, this is my fortress. If something happens, it's either they coming to me or I'm coming to them. Nobody's going to be happy.
It's like your panic room.
Yeah, it's like in the Division 2 where the residents finally have guns versus like wandering around like, give me water, give me Pepsi.
Then I'll grab an extra bladed weapon and like a shotgun for Clyde, just because I feel like he might want a shotgun.
Perfect.
I don't know.
So you put that in your backpack, shotgun. You grab an assortment of shells. Roll me a D20, and that's how many shells you grab. So you grab 5 shells. It's already, let's say, has 5. Well, I guess it's a shotgun, so it's one at a time. So you got 5 shells available for that shotgun.
Okay, because I'm not gonna load it. I don't know.
Like, yeah.
I don't know how. 2, she's smart enough to know not to carry a loaded gun in a backpack.
Right. And also, like, Colleen, I imagine, isn't someone who like goes out and like, you didn't go to a gun expo. Like you've accumulated these here and there, and I think this is actually like maybe even a Fouché gun. Like this is a shotgun that's been like a hunting shotgun for a while. So it is double barreled. So it's a double barreled shotgun. So you have 5 shells available for that. So you put that in your bag. You grab your shells. And London, what do you take with you?
I was hoping to get a bat that has like, I guess, nails in it.
You have some time. I'd say while they're getting situated, and at any point, Tanya, tell me whether or not this is in the space in your gear shed. You get a bat and you kind of retrofit it with like a couple of like buzzsaw blades on the side. So it's like a
Hey,
little.
do we have time for all that?
You guys tell me how much time. How much time are you gonna spend?
I want it, so let's say yes.
Let's say it's there. It was something you might have been tinkering with. So,
All right, that's buyer beware. I haven't tested that yet, so I hope you don't lose an arm.
All right, I'm ready for it.
and so you've got a bladed. It's only at the end that it's bladed. You kind of do it a couple swings. It feels a comfortable weight in your hands. And let's go back to Colleen. Colleen, what do you grab for yourself?
Colleen gets 45 and this other gun where it's like, kind of like how Bayonetta has her 2 signature guns.
Mm-hmm.
She's got those 2 pistols.
Mm-hmm.
And she grabs a machete as well.
Cool.
So in case she runs out of bullets, she's got something.
Absolutely. That's smart. No one grabs any gas-powered equipment. No one.
That's in the car.
Because that's in the car. Smart. So you put, let's say, 2 weed whackers into the car, and 1 can of gas that you have filled up, or let's say a can of gas.
Yeah, and then I forget what the name is. It's like that known like poison for your weeds.
Oh, like rat. What is that called?
Yeah, I don't know what the name of it
We get
is,
a weed
but
whacker.
yeah.
No, that's a weed whacker. You've got some sort of pesticide, some sort of like
Yeah.
weed killer. Roundup. Sure.
Yes, Roundup.
They don't sponsor us, unlike Blue Microphones. And
I need Masood to do like all my intros for everything. Just like between you and Brian, I need both of your like radio smooth voices
I will.
for all my intros.
Please take submissions. So you get your stuff ready. You've got it all kitted out in the what was the model again? It was a Chevy.
Chevy Impala SS.
Chevy Impala SS. Absolutely. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget next time. And you all hop back into this car and peel your way back to the Old Man Archie's farm. It is, I'd say at this point, like 1 in the morning, in terms of like the route that you've had to take. It takes you much longer to get there. Like we said, the farm is like a little bit off the main strip, and from where you live, you had a car drive you most of the way, and then you bike to the last distance, and even that you have to double that and then do the rest. So it, oddly enough, you all arrive at the farm at the exact same time. And so you pull up, huffing and sweating, and the group arrives, and you all, what do you do when you guys pull up to the parking lot?
Thanks for coming, y'all. I don't know. We just gotta. I got a message from Archie, and like I think he kidnapped April, and we got to go back down to like where we saw them.
Hey, I brought you a machete.
A machete? Where'd you get a machete from?
Colleen's garage.
Okay, I won't ask any more questions. I grab the machete, and I basically start walking.
Can you give me
toward.
what's up? Give me a just like a brains check, and this is gonna be a 3. You got a 9. You notice the Rivals logo on Colleen's shirt.
Okay, and like I say, oh, I heard they were doing merch. I guess it's not. So I look at Colleen and I basically say, you have a life. You have another life on the side, huh?
What are you talking about?
Well, your shirt.
What about my shirt?
Are you fans of the Rivals, or are you in the Rivals?
I'm a fan, and that's really none of your business.
Okay.
You called
Okay.
us for help.
I know. I'm just asking because maybe you have some resources that can help us as well. Um, all right.
And she
And
just
with that,
raises an eyebrow, kind of like,
Pointing to all this stuff.
yeah,
like,
although
like 1 and 1 make 2.
At some,
Micah is
yeah.
Micah is looking at all this, and it's literally like the GIF where of the woman with all the math
The
floating in
math
front of her.
media. It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
one conspiracy that you're like late on the draw on.
Yeah, and as I said before, Clyde is not thinking 100%. He's just like,
You gotta get your kid.
let's
Yeah.
let's load up and let's do this.
So you,
Um,
what's it called? Micah hands you the shotgun as well, and the 5 shells that they have with it. Be sure to note that because that's going to be important. You all have your gear that you sort of kept track of. You turn around and you look at Corn Hall, where all of this began just a few short hours ago. The clouds in the sky have begun to become a cyclone of sorts, where it's not really wind, but it's just a circle where the clouds are centered over, what's it called? Corn Hall itself. And as you all start making some steps and walking towards the main center, you hear some clashes of lightning. You hear the wind rise. It feels as if the land itself is waiting for you. And from it, you see the one leaf man who had been chasing you earlier standing at the edge of the pavement looking directly at you guys. And on that note is where we're going to close it for this week. We are going to come back next week to do our session 2, Arrivals on Bikes, to wrap up this wonderful story that we've all built together. As we go around, let's do our outros, tell folks where we can find you, where you are online. Let's start off with Shareef.
Yeah, so Shareef play Clyde Rutherford. You can find me at shareefjackson.com, SHAREEF Jackson.com. Links to all my articles and socials. Also Shareef Jackson on all social networks. And looking forward to the next session and also to our PAX live show as well. So got some things coming up.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Up next, let's go to Tanya.
Hello. I'm Tanya. I stream a lot on Cypher Tier on my own channel. This week, a slight change in schedule. We are not doing Dragon Age because otherwise I'd be doing 5 games in 4 days. But on Friday, come by, is it twitch.tv D&D for D&D Celebration? I'll be running most of the rivals and a couple guest players through some Rime of the Frostmaiden content. Saturday, we may do Dungeon Crossing. And then Sunday is a doubleheader of Kids on Bikes, Part 2. And then at 4:15 Chicago time, we'll be doing PAX Online will actually be live. And Carlos and Serena are going to come back and play with us.
Yeah.
And I'll be DMing a fun one-shot light adventure for a Sunday afternoon. So yeah, follow me over on Cypher Tier.
And then let's go to LaTia.
Me. You can find me at LaTia Jacquise across all social medias. This is a very busy week for me. Thankfully, most things are pre-recorded, but I've got a couple of PAX panels that I should probably let you know when those are. And then D&D Celebration this weekend, pending some real life stuff, but you will definitely see me on Sunday for Rivals on Bikes and our PAX show. And then, we're back this evening with my D&D Dark Matter game. And that is 3 games for me next Sunday. That's going to be real fun. But yeah, so there's a lot going on this week. Check my socials to see what and where and why and how. But yeah, this is so much fun, and I'm really sad that we're ending this next week because this is so much fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
You know what? We can talk about that in a bit, but let's first go to Brandon. You want to tell us folks where they are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Brandon Stennis. I played London Lancaster. You can find me on Twitter at I am Brandon TV, or you can find me on Twitch at I am Brandon. As for things coming up, nothing much. It's kind of quiet this week, so I'll definitely be watching the Rivals. I won't be able to participate, but I'll be watching everybody in the D&D celebration.
Heck yeah. And then, hi, I'm Masood. You can find me on the internet at Maroodboy, MaRudBoi. I'm here with the Rivals on Sundays. Going to be back next Sunday for session 2 of Kids on Bikes, brought to you by Blue Microphones. And then we'll have the PAX Online show. This Friday, we got the D&D celebration. It's a lot of stuff going on. Tuesday nights, this Tuesday is going to be the season finale of Mythic Odysseys of Theros. So if you haven't tuned in, honestly, it's a good time to hop in. It's a fun time over on the D&D channel. And then on Thursdays, I play a game on the Indoor Recess Crew channel, a collective I'm a part of, where we're doing a show called Once Upon a Game, where we analyze narratively driven video games that me and my other co-host Katie May love, that we've really enjoyed. And we're right now playing our way through Psychonauts, my favorite game from my childhood. So it is a blast. But hey, if you guys liked what you saw, if you like what you heard, the best way to support us and bring us more great content like this is going to our Patreon. With your help, we can make sure that even bringing back a show like this for a later run after this episode comes to a close, the Corrington crew might have another mystery to solve at a later moment. And the cool thing about Kids on Bikes is also it's a great game that allows you to put a little narrative between sessions. So we do a lot of fun there. But yeah, I think that is about everything.
Yeah,
right?
one thing I forgot to mention.
Yes.
Also, this Saturday at 1, we'll be interviewing the co-designers of Kids on Bikes,
Yes.
John Gilmore and Doug Lewandowski,
Mhm.
on this Twitch channel. So make sure to check that out as well. We might be some giveaways, might be some things like that. So definitely check it out, because definitely look forward to asking them about how they came up with this wonderful system of play.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a blast. But yeah, that's who we are. We're Rivals. Follow us. Be our friends. We love to have you. But until next time, we'll be back. Actually, on Friday. So just in a few days. Thanks, guys, for hanging out.
All right, let's see if there's someone we can raid if you want to throw our ending screen up.
Oh yeah. Well, stay in chat, y'all.
Don't go anywhere. One day we'll have channel points. One day.
One day.
And that is not the right follow list. It looks like our friend the Opera Geek is on, and also the Critical Bard is on. So where would we like to go? Either Final Fantasy VI or some more D&D?
I think we should raid Kelly.
Yeah.
Let's raid Opera Geek.
Let's raid the Opera Geek, who's playing her absolute favorite, Final Fantasy VI.
Very fun. Have fun, guys. And